From that, if you had to give some benchmarks that nations like India should, put so that if we have to either resume diplomatic ties or recognize the government at some point, we don't know when, what would, in your opinion, be the 5 or 6 major things the current regime should do so that the world is assured that they are on the right track and not going back to their bad old ways?
I think there are issues which most of the countries have the same concerns about. First, about the government and the type of government. Though it is interim at this moment, so the future government, will it be inclusive? Inclusive, I mentioned about dimensions of it. I think that's one thing. And then also, different countries have different concerns about the security situation in Afghanistan. Those are every country's concern is, of course, different. For example, Russia is concerned about the groups which are from Central Asian which were from Central Asian republics and were here in Afghanistan. Chinese have the same concerns. India has its own concerns. So addressing those security concerns which are relevant to different countries will be some of the things that other countries are also expecting the current rulers of Afghanistan to deliver on. And then, of course, certain criteria which statehood or issues of governance and also people's participation in certain rights of the people, including the right of minorities, are the things that most countries have concerns about it, and I think that also applies to India.
Now, Dr. Abdullah, you had mentioned the security situation that's there and how important it is for the various countries to know that they're not going to unleash terror networks on them. India has this particular concern. This has happened in the past. What is your sense? Will the new Taliban regime able to control the terrorist organizations that are aligned with it, that are inimical to India? And do you see them actually, I mean, should we in some senses expect the worst and prepare for that? Do you think they will try and attack, carry out terrorist attacks in India?
I think the starting point will be to engage with them and to raise those concerns directly. Nobody can assure any country of a situation which is not in control. So I think a direct engagement with them and raising those concerns with them will be the way forward or the starting point.
What is your sense of the government? Now you've watched them for a couple of months. Are they on the right track? Do you see them reining in all these terror groups? Is there hope? Are you optimistic? Do you speak to them?
We are in contact with them. They are also busy dealing with those issues because earlier they were not in the position of being in charge. They were fighting against the government. Now it's a different responsibility. And they're learning, I think, that it is different from their earlier situation.
You know, one of the concerns that the people don't see. Sorry, I'm interrupting. Yeah, go ahead.
If the people don't see the signs of improvement, that will lead to further challenges. And also it's a situation where the people want to see things in deeds rather than in words. So this will be the challenge for them at the moment. Yes, it's the early weeks. It's only 2 months from the almost 2 months from the fall of Kabul, but still the pressing issues are there as far as the expectations of the people are concerned.